What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? It is your girl Survivor Speaks, and we're going to be doing a reaction video today. So as you can see, in the chat. So if any of my mods here, yeah, what's up, Allie? What's going on? What's going on? Um, any negative comments that are added in the chat uh, will be removed. You can have a difference of opinion as long as it's done respectively. Any comment mentioning, saying anything about this baby, not only am I telling the mods to remove people, to remove the comment, you can also block the person because I'm not going back and forth with anybody as it relates to bullying a child, especially when you don't have any of the facts and you can only go by clips of someone's life that you see here on Instagram. I don't condone bullying, and I definitely don't condone bullying a child. So, with that being said, I'm just letting it be known right from the jump. If you're coming here bullying our baby Chrisean Jesus or any child for that matter, you're going to be blocked. Like I said, we can have a difference of opinion as long as it's respectful, but anything that's being said disrespectfully will be removed from the chat. And I think that's fair because I don't do Chrisean Rock slander over here. Normally, I don't even do Chrisean Rock content unless it's something, that she's doing, or whenever I feel like it. I may start doing more of her content because, she's on a boxing journey right now professionally, and I love that for her. She was presented to the internet one way, and she's already admitted to that, and now she's making a change in her life, and people go out of their way daily to disrespect her. I'm not going for that over here. I've always been a Chrisean Rock supporter, and that's just not going to change with me. I watch Chrisean Rock's content from the back most of the times, but I had to actually take a step back from it because it can begin to affect you, to see how cruel the world is, to see how people bully a baby. And I'm going to explain what I believe Chrisean is saying. I've explained it before, but for anybody that is here new that didn't hear what I said, I'm going to re-explain it. Shout out to the Danza Project for this second interview with Chrisean. I love the Danza Project and how they interview her with care, let her get her point of view across. They even pick up gems from her during the interview. But it doesn't make a difference what Chrisean says, whether she has proof about what she says. Doesn't make a difference, because as soon as she proves one thing, the people that hate her for whatever reason move the goalposts. So you can't please these people either way. And I'm so glad that she's taking the stance that she is now taking, and she's not really responding to all of the negative things that are being said by her. The sad thing about her, the sad thing about what's going on with Chrisean is that all of this false information is being spread by her child's father, his mother, and her siblings. Everybody else just jumps on. And it's not all of her siblings. Let me just say that. Tessa, we love Tessa down. Tessa is a big supporter of her little sister and a protector of her little sister and her nephew. And her little brother, Petey. I was so glad to see them back together. I don't even know what happened or how it happened, but I don't care about that. I just shed a tear on her birthday. So I'm just glad to see that they have worked out whatever their differences are, and that they are now speaking again and enjoying each other and having fun. They are the two youngest, and she's always been his protector, as well as helped to take care of him before he was able to stand on his own too and take care of himself. So just want to get that out the way in the beginning. The whole Chrisean Rock thing is very personal to me, and this is the thing. I'm thinking I want to do this stream and do it person by person, but I'm still playing that in my head. So before I get started with anything, let me shout out to people that are here. Ali is in the building. For sure. What's up, Ali? Thank you for being here. Make sure you kiss baby A for me. I'm glad to hear she's progressing in the right direction, and that she may be home soon. Love that. Hey, what's up, Nessa? Nessa is like my number one supporter over on Instagram, and a model over here as well. What's up, Nessa? For always. Thank you. Another one of my moderators for always being here. And you guys all rock. Shout out to the people that are watching on Twitter. I won't be able to monitor that chat as of right now. This should, if anybody puts any comments over there, it should come over here. I should be able to remove the comments. So let me see. So this might be one of the most realest interviews that we've ever seen of Chrisean Rock. So she's opening up about, God, her son's health journey. Lord, we need to talk about her son's health journey. I mean, the way these big blogs are spinning what Chrisean said in this interview is crazy. So we're not going to just watch a clip. We're going to watch everything that was said, because they took it out of context, clipped it up, sharing it. It pisses me off. It's not true. She was reading something that NLE Chopper sent her, and those was his words, and she corrected him. So we are going to listen to what was said, the full clip, because these people are psycho. And then people want to say, oh, you're rock tards and all this other stuff. No. We are human. Right now, me, myself, and I, if you've never dealt with a narcissist, then you have no clue as to what this girl is going through. I am currently married to a narcissist on paper. When I tell you there is no limit to what a narcissist will do, and they will do it in the quietest way, where people think, oh no, he's not doing anything. He's such a good guy, he or she, such a good guy, without knowing what's really going on. They work from a very demonic place. It is nothing. You can't explain it any other way but evil. They align themselves with the devil. They are evil. And so my hat goes off to Chrisean, because I understand exactly what she's going through. I'm going through it myself right about now. But yeah, it's different ways that they manipulate people. But this is not about me, it's about Chrisean. So let's go. She's opening up about, God, her son's health journey, and the pain she's been carrying in silence. But at the same time, there are still people pushing negative narratives about her, and some of it is not even adding up. So we want to break down the interview, what's being said about her, and the contradictions that people are starting to actually notice. So stick around to the end, because this conversation is probably going to get deep. I may even do something that I normally don't do. I'm thinking about dropping a link and having people come up and give their thoughts about what they think. So I'll think about that when we get to that point. And if you support real unfiltered content like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and tap in. All right. And so being that I did get permission from the Danza Project to use the interview to react to it. They are, very nice individuals. I reacted to the first interview they did with Chrisean Rock, and it gave me permission to do so. Also, I do have the link to their interview pinned in the description box. You can go over there and make sure you sub up to their channel. Sub to the Danza Project on all platforms. And let them know that Survivor Speak sent you. So let's see here. So even though I did get permission, let me just run my disclaimer here. I'll be right back.
This video is being shown to you under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, education, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Smash that like button. Let's go.
And we are back. So before we start, I'm going to reiterate this point. Keep this chat respectful. This is a safe space. No bullying, no tearing down of Chrisean, and definitely no Chrisean Jesus, which is her son, slander. So you can like the video and subscribe, send a super chat or support via Cash App and Chime listed on the screen. Everything goes back into growing this platform. So now, one thing that I've been noticing is that there are a lot of narratives being pushed online about Chrisean, and specifically, there are people speaking publicly, giving information to blogs. But when you really listen closely, most of it contradicts itself. So while we watch this, I want you to pay attention to her words, not just what's being said about her. So let's get this video up. Oh, I'm hoping that it's not. I just restarted before I actually went live. Hopefully we're not having, because we all know it's always something going on. Let's see if this will stop.
So first things first.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Yes, sir. Right. Y'all like clapping in the back.
Welcome back to the Danza Project. The last time we had you up here, it was really emotional. It was a really strong conversation. Your fan base is amazing. I got new friends. Dead ass. I have new friends. They're always on my lives. They're always DMing me. We're always talking. When are you gonna have Chrisean back?
Yeah.
Like, they don't care about nobody else. Just when are you having Chrisean back?
After every episode.
Yeah. And
y'all see that? Y'all see that motion that she has? These are the Danza Project is a podcast that does interviews, and since they did their first interview with Chrisean, after they do an interview, people are always asking them to bring Chrisean back. There's a reason why I pointed this out, because it's going to make sense why I pointed this out just a little later on as it relates to Blue Feces. For those of you who don't know who he is, you can figure it out. Just move to Feces and put whatever he calls himself face, or he's demonic. And I gave him the name Blue Feces. That's what his name is. So there's a reason why I put this out here. Everything that he's been doing on his live streaming platform, everything. I mean, everything. There has not been a day that he has done a live stream, and I don't even watch him like that. But I do see clips. There's not one thing that he's doing on his live stream that he's he's trying to get her attention from doing it. And it is obvious to a lot of people that have been following this, but people that don't know and have not been following this, it may go over your head. But for people that have been supporting Chrisean since day one, we definitely pick up on it. We see it. We know why he's doing certain things, and it's to get a reaction out of Chrisean that he's not getting. So he went to the extreme and decided to deny her son once again. And the people that hate her for whatever reason jumped right in on it, like he's telling the truth, like it's gospel, like there is not a DNA test. I wish people would stop saying she needs to get a DNA test. She's not. They already had a DNA test. So please stop listening to his mama. We're gonna get on the set. We're gonna do a segment about her too. I don't know what will help her at this point, but yeah, we're gonna get to that clown. We're gonna get to her.
Now we have you back, and the first thing I want to ask is, how have you been both spiritually and mentally since the last time you've been up here?
Oh, good. Stronger.
Stronger.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, nothing get easier. You just get stronger.
Yeah. But see, now you showing up looking a little fit now. You know, that does wonders for the mental health too.
What?
I'm saying, like, you showed up last time like you weren't in boxing shape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. So
now, like, I imagine that's got something to do on your mental and how you're handling things now.
Yeah. Yeah.
She said, still going through it.
All my life I had a fight.
I had to fight.
So we just recently seen where you were with your ex. I don't know how things are going with
Who's
that.
my ex?
What is it, Bino, right?
That's not my ex.
Well, whatever.
It's a friend.
Well, friend, right? And pulled up in the Maybach. All you wanted was a MacBook, but he pulled up with a Maybach, right? And the internet's going crazy. They're like, damn, she just wanted to box him. So Calvin's got you ready to go.
That. It's like he messed up. So it's like, you know,
more to it.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. That's a good friend if I haven't heard one.
Yeah.
I'm just
What am I supposed to do? I said thank you. That was very thoughtful. I was very appreciative. But, you know, I'm just trying to guard my heart better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what? It was awkward. I'm awkward sometimes.
No, but you know what? I seen it.
I know how to cry. I know how to be very appreciative and soft. But, like, I'm tired of being that person to people. I mean, you could be very forgiving. I'm very forgiving, but I gotta do better, you know? So
I'm gonna be honest. My visuals on it was cute. I think that's you.
It wasn't me. I'm a crybaby.
No, but you're playful too. And I think that's what we saw.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to really hurt him. For real. Last time we got into it, he was talking too much stuff and talking about my son. So that's a soft spot. That's an off limits thing.
Oh yeah, that's a violation.
But yeah, but he did apologize. He did took accountability. He did. Yeah, just as big as his mess up was, his apology was. So I salute him and respect him for that.
Yeah.
But what was I supposed to do?
Right. Well, even with a gift, sometimes the gift don't do it. The damage could have already been done as well.
But it's a good gift.
No, it was a great gesture. Like I appreciated that. That was perfect. But
I thought you were gonna pull up in the Maybach and be back to back in the Maybachs.
Miami's far. It gotta get shipped to Baltimore. That's where my camp is. That's where I train at.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. So
talk to us about that, because what made you want to challenge yourself in this way?
I mean, honestly, it was just me in my prayer closet. I'm just trying every day to be a better person. And then when I was caught off guard in Compton, everybody kept bringing up boxing. And it was like, when it was put on my heart, I'm like, I was already started working out just to get pain away and stay consistent and get in shape. But I didn't know, like, it was going to land me in Coach Calvin gym.
Yeah, because people have been asking for you to come do celebrity boxing for a while. Like, I know she could be raw. I know she could do it.
But the person I was around at the time, he wasn't very supportive. So I second guessed myself a lot with that person, and he wanted to do it instead. So I was like a good supporter, cheerleader for that person. So
kind of.
So you see that? You see how she comes up with ideas and then people take them for their own. In this moment, right? Because Blue Feces does box. In this moment, that doesn't matter, right? I'm glad that Chrisean is boxing. And the reason for me being glad that she is boxing is because every lane that she has been in, anywhere she steps, anything she touches turns to pure platinum. Forget gold. It's going platinum. And there's always somebody that's connected to her, or she wants to bring everybody along. She brings them along. Once they get on, they drop her, start talking bad about her. Oh, she's not the reason for that. I'm the reason for this. And then they try and dominate the space that she brought them into. When it comes to this boxing thing, it is just all about Chrisean. It is all about Chrisean. You can see when she speaks, people move for her. And I love this for her. I love the fact that God put a strong team of people around her. And if people can't see her growth, then shame on you. Shame on you. I like the fact that whenever she moves, she takes Coach Calvin with her. I believe that him and her other two coaches, she has 3 coaches in total. She has when she comes to LA, she has a trainer in LA that she works out with specifically. And so when she's back in Baltimore, it's basically she's at Coach Calvin's gym, Upton Boxing. And it's all about Chrisean, and he's just not training her physically for the ring. He trains her and speaks to her, and her mindset has changed. But he, and this is coming from him, is learning from her as well. He's learning her because that is the only effective way that he will be able to train her. And it takes a lot because she comes with a lot. But there is one thing, if Coach Calvin watches this interview, I'm not sure. I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't really think he's on YouTube like that. But if Chrisean does happen to watch this video, there's one thing that I want to say. I understand that maybe before Clarissa Shields had her boxing match, her last boxing match, they reached out to her. I don't think that that's a good idea. I don't think that it's a good idea. Chrisean is trying to step into the person that she is now. She's trying to move away from all of the negativity. And Clarissa Shields is, a great boxer. Nobody's going to take that from her, but she's very toxic. And anything, it's every day with her. It's cringe-worthy. It's hard to watch. And Chrisean, being who she is, so connected to the Lord, I wouldn't take my brand and connect myself to her, because regardless to whether or not Papoose and Remy Ma are separated, they are still married in the eyes of God. They are still in a covenant under God. And for you to be out here openly dating a married man, if the roles were reversed, they would be all over it. You would have been dropped from anything. And there is a reason that, as decorated as Clarissa Shields is, that she has 0 endorsements. There's a reason for that. It is because she is toxic and negative, and nobody is willing to connect their brand to her toxicity. So Nike just did a deal with Aja Wilson. Why not Clarissa Shields? She's toxic. Clarissa's trying to do things that Chrisean already walked away from. Zeus, yeah, Chrisean went and did the Zeus reunion, but she's gonna leave Zeus behind where they are at. I just think that it would be a big mistake at this point in time to even have them in the same place. Because what's going to happen, I'm going to tell you, Clarissa Shields is going to try and take the moment and make it hers. If she spars with Rock and meets with Rock for 10 minutes, it's going to be all about Clarissa Shields. So that's why I wanted to put that out there. I'm hoping that Coach Calvin and them have rethought this and thought about where this can go for them, where this can go for Chrisean, where this can go for Rumble. Because she signed to Rumble. I'm hoping that her manager possibly hears this. At this point, we don't need a Clarissa Shields and Chrisean meeting. To me, I see a lot of people rooting for that. I'm rooting against that. It's not going to be good for her brand. I'm somebody that was like, for people that don't know, a professional paid model. And basically companies don't want to do deals with you or have you a part of their campaigns if your image is tainted. If everything that we read about you is toxic. And the fact that she leans into dating Papoose while she knows that Papoose is married is crazy. And for her to be going the lengths that she's going to talk about Papoose and, trying to shade Remy and all of the things that she does on a daily basis. And now she's in the scandal, not with just Papoose. Add 2 men to the mix. She was engaged to one guy while she started talking to Papoose, and then she was messing with this other guy's. There's proof. He don't even have to put out anything else. What he put out is enough, because you said you didn't know him at all. How did you go from not knowing to him being in your home, to you being at the strip club with him, to you in his car in the passenger seat and he's driving? Too much drama. Chrisean already has enough that's being placed on her, and I just think we do not need to add Clarissa Shields to the mix. People need to think about it. Why doesn't she have any endorsements? I just told you why. Nobody in their right mind is going to give her an endorsement deal. Nobody. I don't care if she goes on to fight 10 more fights. Nobody's going to give her an endorsement deal. Okay, so let me just put this up here real quick, because for always I saw this. So I'm a person that doesn't accept apologies, because I feel like you meant what you did and meant what you said at the time, and apologies don't erase it. Trying to learn to be forgiven, but I haven't yet. So that is, I think, one of Chrisean's. It's not a weakness. Forgiveness is not a weakness, because you're forgiven for yourself, not from the other person. I think where Chrisean makes the mistake is she forgives people and then, will let them come right back into the fold after she has accepted their forgiveness. And I think that's where she goes wrong at. But I think that she's now learning, I can forgive and I don't have to bring these people back into the fold. She's an empath. She wants to see everybody win, despite how the image that they paint for her on the internet. She wants to see everybody win, and that doesn't always work in her favor. So I'm hoping that she can. That is something that she is learning, and from what she just said, I believe she is learning that. She is learning that lesson. So Bino showed up. Like she said, his apology was just as big as what he did wrong. We're not going to go rehash or reiterate what he did. If you know, you know. And she forgives him, but she's moving on. And so that's just that. So that's the one thing that we can get from Chrisean and learn from her. So let's just go. I had to stop it here, because we don't have Clarissa come to her. Y'all go to Clarissa. None of that. No, and no. That is not the way. I don't think that's a good look at all.
Made yourself small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
You couldn't have a better coach. Which is wild to me. Like you didn't go just get a regular coach.
No, that was God too, because I was in LA and it started when they was training me. They were working with me for like 3-4 days straight. And then
working with you like how? Like just let's get the
I
jump rope out.
want to say this, but I don't want to say it, huh?
Working with you like how? Like just let's first start.
Yeah,
first
so like,
first.
all right. When I was so after I got jumped, I whooped butts, and then that's when Brian Garcia tried to tag along with it, but then it was like a streaming thing. But then he seen like how the fans was putting us together as couples, so it was like he was distracted with entertainment. Like, y'all want to hear the messages? It was weird.
Yeah, right.
That's his Ron Garcia segment. I don't think that it's productive at all. She said what she said. She went on his stream. It did big numbers. So he's a professional boxer as well as a streamer. So a big number for him like that. They love to see stuff like that. So she was going to actually train with Ryan, but he wanted to start doing other things. Chrisean's focus at that point was she had started thinking about boxing in her mind, and everybody was loving their energy together and were making it about them being a couple. And I'm kind of glad that they did that. I'll tell you why in a minute. But and she didn't want that out there like that. She wasn't trying to be anything but what we saw. I'm kind of glad that people put it out there the way that they did, and things happen the way that they happen. I'm somebody that believes that all things happen for a reason. And the reason why I'm glad, I'll just drop it here. He's, in my eyes, has too much of a relationship with Blueface. And anytime anybody has, and Neon, the streamer, no. Neon, the streamer, has said some very disparaging things about Chrisean. And so anything that's linked to Blueface, I believe, leaves the door open for manipulation. And so in that point, in that moment, I believe that, that was, God interceding and saying, listen, you want to do this thing? Maybe I'm going to help you with this thing, but this thing over here may lead to something else. I'm going to get to a point in the video where she's going to say something and it's going to trigger me to tell you what I believe, because I was cringing at the time that it happened. And I'm like, Chrisean, no. I'm behind the screen saying, Chrisean, no, please. Like, no, don't do that. Because you really, really have to be quiet and listen to what God is trying to say to you. And I believe if you make that choice, God is going to be like, you're not serious about what you're doing. So yeah, there's a point that it came to that, and I just was like, Chrisean, no. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna scroll past that whole Ryan Garcia thing, because it's irrelevant. That's what I believe. So let me just make sure we're past it. Let me see. I don't think. All right. So hopefully we're past it. I just don't want to make it part of the video where I'm skipping through. But we don't need to hear about Ryan Garcia at this point. It's not about him.
But talk to us, because I did see, I be DMing you too when I see certain things, but I saw when the situation happened in Compton and you were doing something positive.
I was.
How does it feel? Like, did that make you not want to do those things anymore?
Does it makes me want to do it even more. Like, I don't know. It's just like something in this world that it's not even up against flesh and blood. It's the word of God again. It's just the word. You're not up against the flesh and blood. You're up against principality that roams in heavenly places. So if that's the case, this is just all warfare. And if a body weak enough to be used by the enemy, it's just that body was weak enough to be used by the enemy. I'm not looking at that body, that person that's possessed from that certain spirit. Right. You just really have to honestly pray for these.
So I'm going to stop it here and just give you a quick backstory. She was doing a charity event in California where I believe she was set up. So 6 girls attempted to jump her. She fought all 6 of them, whooped on all 6 of them, left without a scratch. Walked out of there without a scratch, all of her jewelry, everything. And this is how she, the boxing people in the boxing world saw it, and they were like, oh my goodness. She fought 6 people and walked out of there like with no scratch, no nothing. And you have people like Wackadoodle-Doo that was upset, throwing out smoke signals to people that could really have gotten this girl hurt. He is so obsessed with her. Oh, Chrisean won the street 0. Y'all let her walk out of there in one piece. She was supposed to walk out of there with a broken arm, a busted face, a busted. How about you go to the areas where you supposed to, where you claim you're from? And let's see you make it out there without checking in and letting those people know you're supposed to be the big homie, right? This is their politics. I am no way affiliated with gangs or anything of the sort, but I know some of the politics. So this is your politics. Why can't you go back to where you live without checking in? You're supposed to be the big homie, but you want to throw out this thing out there in the air, knowing that there are people out there that will take that as a challenge and try to harm this young lady. And there's a reason why he's mad. The reason why he's mad is that he's been trying to sign this girl to something for years now, and she denied him at every turn. So he's mad. He's even now more ticked off because his ex-wife is her manager. Okay, that's the backstory. So yeah, he's pathetic. He never shows up to a fight when it's somebody asks him for one. But he has a lot of smoke for Chrisean, foaming at the mouth. It is crazy. It is crazy. He's like a dog with rabies when it comes to Chrisean, this young girl. It's sickening and it's sad. But anyway, let's continue.
People for real, and just have so much grace like Jesus, but golly, like, I'm just a girl.
Do you think that they just want in on your algorithm, so they do whatever they can to get their presence known? Because, oh, Chrisean's here, let me do something silly.
No, it's just like Clarissa Shields said. It's not what you do for people and stuff. It's they don't want what you do for them. You can buy somebody a car, you can do whatever they want, but they want what you have. And what you have is from God. And nobody can have that. Yeah. Nobody can have that. So it's like, I can't explain it. Whatever I'm supposed to and designed to be in this world, in this lifetime, for people that's assigned to me, friendships, you, us, collabing, whatever this is, you know what I'm saying? It's a force, it's a resistance, but it's all like, it all goes to the word of God. Like, I'm just reading scripture. As I'm waking up, I'm living the word. But like, you know, like, even when I have questions, I'm like, why is this happening to me? Now I just say, why not me? You feel me? And just,
I'm strong enough to do it.
Yeah.
It's tough because for somebody who's on a healing journey, you don't have the luxury of healing in private. So anytime you do make a new step towards growth, whether it's through boxing, whether it's through faith, or just a quiet home life, it's like the internet tries to keep you back to that version that they know you of or know you.
I think that's kind of like, I agree and disagree. It's like, okay, first it comes with that territory, but you're truly in control of the narrative you put out.
Not always.
Yeah, it is. Because say if somebody put a bad narrative about you, right? All I have to do is not react.
Right. But
you like, kill people with success. You kill people with
I agree.
Love. You kill people with happiness. You don't kill people with what they put out. It's, I don't know. You have more control of, I don't know. You just have more control of it.
At some point, absolutely, it's our responsibility.
Chrisean, at this point, Carlissa needs a cease and desist. That is it. I get what she's saying, and I do understand. But when you go to the lengths of what Carlissa is spewing out here, when you go through the lengths that she goes through to harm you, I don't know if everybody saw, but let me just bring y'all back, because Tasha K had gotten mad, and her and Carlissa was going in at it, and Carlissa was trying to get her to be quiet, but she had already done too much damage. And so Tasha K came out and said, Carlissa, you mad? What, you're mad? But you called me for help. You called me for help with Ronnie to, you know, so basically use Tasha K's platform of millions of people to help them, the guy that was, you know, that Chrisean used to date in high school, to say that that's her child's father. May he rest in peace. He was unalived. I don't wish that on anybody. But when you really think about that, that is deep. That is deep, because it's not. I believe that Car Cuckoo is what I call her. I do believe that she has, she's a little slow. because you're not intelligent. You don't. You're forever misquoting the Bible. You're forever lying, contradicting yourself, getting caught up in all of your lies. You can't remember what things that you said 5 minutes ago. You go from, oh no, that's our baby. I know. Oh no, I knew what she was having before because I dreamt that she was having a boy. Oh, he's ours. They already got a DNA test. To the next minute, oh, they need to get a DNA test. We swabbed him. It is way too much. I do not watch Cuckoo. I will not give her a click, a like, a dislike, or anything. If somebody is playing a clip of hers, I may watch it, but she sounds so crazy. And the way that she speaks, and nothing that's coming out of her mouth is a lie. I'm not wasting my time looking at this lady when you have 3 children and your baby child is telling all of his truth and your truth about how you're parenting. You don't even have the right to give 1 ounce of information to anybody about parenting. Having your children sleep in a store of yours to open the store up while you sleep with a man in a mansion is crazy at the age of 6, 10, and 14. Make it make sense. And the only thing that you can come back with is, well, I'm just trying to teach y'all responsibility, so I had y'all stay there so y'all can open up the store. And your child says to you, no, you had to stay in there because we was homeless. But you was out there doing something strange for some change and sleeping in a mansion with a man while we would sleep on the floor in your place of business. So make it make sense to me. If I have to say, I don't even have to say anything else about her. Just think about what I just said to you. And that came from her son's mouth to her on a public platform of hers. He corrected her. Your son told the story about you catching a flat and him remembering you calling 3 different guys to come help with that flat. 2 of them got into a fight because one got there before the other one, and the other one didn't know that you called somebody else, and your only response was, well, I had to make sure somebody came out to fix it. So I had backup. What? So anything that people believe about this lady that she's saying out of her mouth, it's crazy to me. I wish people would stop giving her any airtime because she uses Chrisean to go viral. And she'll say anything to go viral using Chrisean's name. Her own son doesn't even like her. Her own son says that she's a 304. If you don't know what that means, a garden tool.
I really mentally know how to block out the noise.
Right. But my thing is, like, if the narrative that's out there is of me when I was 15.
Then you let God vindicate on your behalf.
Well, like you said,
it's going to be a day where, like, I can't wait when my son start walking and talking. I'm going to just be like, exactly.
Like I told y'all.
I told y'all. He told y'all. Shoot, I was just relaying the message. It's like one of those. Like, I don't know.
But we also recently saw Blueface take the internet, right? And then start speaking on your son. And that caused you to react.
Yeah,
you know?
But you saw what I said?
It was a very powerful reaction.
Yeah, I wasn't moved by it.
But did part of you want to just shut it off and not react? Did you feel obligated to say something at that moment?
I didn't feel obligated. I felt like I'm Chrisean's mother. I'm his protector. I'm the person that's going to speak up for him. Yeah. I'm the person that's going to protect him.
Who better?
And when he look back at it, he's going to know someone was always there. Even true. Against his daddy.
Internet is forever.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be there. But it's kind of like, what do you...
And you see her get teary-eyed right here, right? People skip right past this. What was she talking about when she started, tears started getting, welling in her eyes? Her son. She was speaking about her son. Now, she's gonna say something about Blueface. And as a woman, regardless to whether you agree with her or not, you cannot tell me that you have not been through something. It may not be what she went through because she's such a public figure, but there's some things that you went through as well with a man, when a man had a stronghold on you and you thought that what you was in was love, right? Couple that with the fact that she comes from a home where she's used to seeing her mother being abused on a daily basis. It is not as easy as people think that it is. I cannot stand these women that get into chats and want to say, oh, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. And as soon as you finish with that comment that you put up, you might be probably turning around and getting the snot knocked out of your box. But it makes you feel good to come to this internet and say all this negative stuff about this young woman that's trying to be better. That's trying to be better. There is I've watched video after video after video, and I know that there is one creator that really, really has spoke on this, but there's another video out there that needs to be played when Chrisean was pregnant. But they spoke on this, and it's about her being pregnant and Blue feces, allegedly, I have to say allegedly here, beating her in her stomach, telling her not to move. He gonna make her abort this baby. All that. I remember the day she was in an Airbnb. She was in the mirror talking because she went live after it happened and after he left. There was an all glass shower behind her. She's told this story a long time ago, and she was scared, and she was huge with child, and that man beat her in her stomach. Think about that, and think about the fact that it don't make a difference what we think. She did love this man, and she still does, but she put up boundaries. And the only thing that we can do is continue to pray that she stays away from him, because if you know, you know. And if you watch any of those Twitch lives that he does over there on his channel with all those different women, then you know, baby, that he's doing a lot of that trying to get a rise out of Chrisean. She's not taking the bait. She doesn't respond the way she used to. He cannot handle that. But what I can tell you is, if you look at the look in his eyes, you can tell each time somebody from his in his chat ask him a question, if he can get to her, oh, he's going to hurt her. And it won't be the first time. It won't be the first time, but he doesn't have access to her in that way. He tried to get her to come to his fight on Saturday. She declined. And that is the reason why he put up the post that now, once again, Chrisean Jesus is not his son. He's a narcissist. It's sad, but I understand. So, yeah. Anywho,
do with people like that. It's just, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm in a place where nobody has control or access to me in a way they used to. Like, and it makes them do things
to try to reel you back in.
Yeah, or like to see you crying. Like, people love to see you hurt.
Just
people
get at you somehow.
Yeah, like,
especially seeing how happy you look right now.
Yeah, because that's how they're feeling currently. They're just projecting what they want you to feel, how they feel. I really didn't look at it like a jab. I looked at it like a cry out for help. Because it was multiple times when we'll talk and I would just talk back, but just to see if he changed or like, okay, you don't want to see the receipts.
Gotta have receipts.
Like, cause like, I don't know, Jonathan is, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm really like so detached from the situation. Emotionally, spiritually, like that soul tie has really been removed out of my body. Like I got delivered.
Yeah.
Amen.
But I do try to keep a window open for like him being a dad. But it's like, okay, well, we would come over so you could be a dad, but I really want to be so trusting that I could just drop him off. This is your kid. But it's like you over here making rap songs calling him a dumb baby, and then you talking about his hair. So now you cyberbullying our kid. He can't even defend himself. I would be a weird mom, ignoring all the signs, all the red flags. Did that make sense?
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, you put me in a tricky spot. And then it's like, as more as I try to make it about him, he try to make it about us. So then I try to, okay, inquire about it. Okay, well, I can't tell you want your family back. Well, I do. Oh, okay, well, like.
Yeah, like what are the examples that would
like
show me that you're
what-
actually trying to get the family
So
back?
then, yeah, so I'll talk, but he know I'm just like fishing, you know. I don't know.
And that bothers men when they're trying to pursue something or say, hey, I want to see you or spend time with you, and you seem distant, you're pulling yourself back and you're saying, hey, I could do this, but I got to be trusting.
Yeah, like
of
it was just one message I sent to him because he said like he was just so disappointed with what I become. And I was like, and he was basically saying like this journey, like going after God's heart is like not going to work out. I'm just going to fall off choosing Jesus. And he like, you need to come back from the clouds and stuff. So I said something like this, like,
This is not the first time that he would tell her to deny God. This is not the first time that he would tell her. When he said it the first time, she was actually with him and living with him. So now, once again, now he's telling her to turn her face away from God and come back out, get out of the clouds.
I'm scrolling.
How in the world could that ever be a bad journey?
I don't know, like, you know how I'm not like really in the mix and stuff, and then I like that when I was in the mix, I'm going #1, I'm doing sold out shows, opening up for people. I can still do all of that. I just want to have strategy and purpose.
Yeah.
So I slowed down my life on purpose. I don't take bookings right now because I'm strategizing on purpose. So I said, what did I say to him? Because I was trying to, and then he still heard about certain things, talking about I left him in jail or whatever for like a year. But that's when, whatever, I don't know. So I just said, I want you to know I'm growing every day. I'm focused on becoming. This go back to what? November 29th. All right. We just talking and shit. And I'm trying to apologize to him. But also, because he heard about me leaving him while he in jail. But it's like, bro, you was doing you. So I had to, what? Okay, I don't know what's going on. But it's like, I can't be stupid. Or play stupid or act stupid anymore, for real. Like,
You have to live your own life.
yeah. So I said, no, because I used to play dumb. And then I started looking dumb. And people really thought I was dumb. I don't think I really like that. Like, I don't really think I like that. Yeah. It ruined my reputation. It messed up business. People that try to inquire me for business as big names. Yeah. To this day, they low-key couldn't work with me because of the situation I was in.
Or they try to lowball you now.
Yeah. So I said, I want you to know I'm growing every day. I'm focused on becoming a better person for myself, for our child, and even the way I show up for people. connected to me because Jesus has been changing me, guiding me, and that's why the music I make now looks different. Shifting from secular to gospel is a slow start, but it's real, it's pure, it's where God is leading me. Please don't mistake my slow season as failure. Secular money comes fast, but God's work builds differently. I'm choosing purpose over quick profit. I hope you can see my heart and understand that my intentions are genuine. I just want peace, growth, and move forward the right way. So as much as like he trying to will me in, I'm just telling him like, look, dog,
I love God.
I love God,
Okay.
and I want you to love the same God I love. He's great. But then I said, so, you know.
Could you ever even actually, like, when you say you want him to love the same God, but you know him, can you actually even see him accepting that same God? Ever?
I feel like he accepted Jesus as his Lord and Savior. He's just thinking that God blessed him with success. So he thinking like he can read the word, but he doesn't really have to apply each word verbatimly onto his life. He's just misguided, like with the scripture. Cause he believe in God. He got a good heart. He just doesn't accept the surrendering part. That's what I was into. Like, I didn't know I had to surrender my whole life for real.
Yeah. So
And pick up a cross.
he's still tethered, like you said. to the
Yeah,
other
like
side.
he's in the world. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just your journey. The same encounter I have, I pray you have. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Pray for him. But right now he's operating under a different spirit. But and it's not the Holy Spirit, and that's fine. Just like just stay over there for real. So then we talking.
Yeah, I seen how long it took you to scroll up to that text.
No, that was like November 29th. We still talking. Let me see. You speaking on me. No kid, that's why you click fighting and comment.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so this is when like he start getting like start reaching out like really hard. Like, so I'm thinking it's about the kid for real, like alright. But then it's like you talk about the kid, so I'm like, alright, let's talk about this then. Alright. Oh, how's Sonny doing? Da da da. Shows the baby. Da da da. And then he goes. Then I'm like, okay, since we on the subject, why you say those things on Twitch? Why you say those things? Like, what are you talking about? Can you just like be a standout guy? Like,
just be
come on, bro,
normal.
come around. Like not come physically around, but like make it come around. Like,
Yeah, like
Bad
make it make
cycle
sense.
you going through.
yeah, like come around. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Come
man.
out the grave. Like, you doing like, you just, whatever.
Surrender.
So he said, all right, Chrisean, your son will suffer because you're selfish. I won't contest stupidity. You got it, big dog. Because when every time I kept putting my foot down, he kept making it about, no, bro, like, you don't really want to be with him. Like, it's, okay, let's talk. Where's the text message? So we hang out. Amen. Keep working on yourself. Can't be good for anyone else till you good for yourself. I'm here for you guys. Always know that. Narcissist. Things that go in the Bible aren't meant to guide us in real life. A lot of sex went on outside of marriage in the Bible. Those people still made it to heaven. That's the least of your worries. You got bigger, scarier demons to pardon. Cause I'm telling him, I'm celibate. Like, he want me to come around, I'm celibate. I gotta say that. So, cause I be feeling the way when I did used to come around. And I used to be like, nah, we not doing that. And then he'd like make the visit of him being around his kids short. So then I be like, of course, like, you know, I do what I want to do, but I don't want to do what I want to do. I actually want to do what I don't want to do and be solid to God. So he just be talking like, and he just be it's just the devil.
Yeah.
You say,
Dead homies.
you taking what I said wrong. He said, I just hate that sex is such a topic for you. You think that makes you pure, and it doesn't.
That's all.
Bro, I'm just telling you, that's like, no, that's not what I
Just
said.
setting expectations.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm setting boundaries.
He said, it's not even part of the 10 Commandments. I think you should work on those first.
I feel like I'm in a,
I said
a
people
group
think
chat.
it's
I'm not
only about
supposed to be
sex,
in.
but it's deeper than that. I said I'm laying my whole. Like, I said people think it's. I said people think this is only because like I get it, like because at first like I was like backsliding, and now I'm telling him like, look, I don't want to backslide for real, like bro, like you feel me?
Yeah.
Let's just keep it what it needs.
Yeah,
to be.
let's keep it because
There's no problem with that, but that's how a lot of men are like that. When we're trying to get to it, we will do whatever we can.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We'll say, listen,
Sound like
the
Baby
Bible
Daddy.
didn't mean that. Actually, if you read chapter 7, you know what I mean? Like, it says it's okay.
So I said people think this is only about sex, but it's deeper than that. I'm laying my whole life down, my creativity, my choices, my plans, so God can shape me fully. I don't want partial, like I don't want to do partial obedience. I want to walk fully in my calling and not block what God is trying to do through me.
Come on.
He say, that's what I do, follow rules as much as possible, but things can go in the Bible that read with my own 2 eyes can't condemn me or yourself, for everything is preordained. This was already written in a book already. I said, I'm not condemning, what the F? I'm just communicating to you exactly everything because you said I was making you nervous. Cause dang, it died. I was making him, cause it was just one time I came over and then like, he get in the shower or whatever with the baby, and then I'm just watching, and he's like, "You're not gonna get in?" And I'm just like, no.
This is how he got here.
No. And then he like, then he try to say, "You're making me nervous. You feel like you about to set me." Bro, I'm about to just go home. Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So in layman's terms, he was just trying to get the cheeks, and you were trying to.
I was trying.
Yeah, he was trying to get the cheeks.
I was
and you
trying.
were trying to be.
Yeah, this was like, yeah. I was trying. And then that's when I seen how when every time I tried, it was getting harder and harder, and it wasn't about our kid. It was about what he wanted, and it was pleasure. And I don't want pleasure. I want purpose. And it was like, I'm not trying to condemn you. I'm not condemning myself. Let's just hold each other accountable fully.
Yeah.
And then it's like, he got his own little Bible in his head he wrote, but it's cool.
Yeah.
That's tough to deal
Well,
with.
could we talk about
But nah,
the purpose?
Let's
Go ahead.
finish this because he said something else, and then I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this is what I think he wanted me to screenshot, but I didn't because it's like, why would you really talk? You just. So this is why. Okay, so I'm gonna read exactly why he disowned our kid. That was so sad though. Like, why would you do that, bro? Okay. And you don't trust me because I'm not risking. I agree. Same thing. Glad with the vision. I'm moving with it. So. He said, I'm only moving with intention. I said, bye-bye. Please, please, please. Mean what you say. But I said all this other stuff. Let's get to what he said. He said, you don't want to be with me, Chrisean. You have no enthusiasm or anything to see me. I'm done playing around. Just keep doing what you're doing. This was February 16th. So I said, I have enthusiasm. You just letting a demon make you believe the worst about me. He said, you don't F with me, gang. I ain't gonna force it. I said, your pride is the problem. You need to align yourself with your actions, not tell me or you want me while drunk out your mind in other people's faces. Like, you saying all these things. Then he said, I do things to show you I F with you while you do nothing but complain and makes shit difficult for no reason. I'm straight if you ain't mutual. I was in prison. You chose to go stream instead of waiting at home for me. I don't know what this has to do with like anything. Like, he just doesn't make sense to me. I said, I'm not competing with your single lifestyle. If you want me back, that requires a different version of you. I'm not asking for perfection, but I need consistency, sobriety, and intentional behavior. Detox from the single mindset first. When your actions match what you are saying, then we could talk about us. First, I don't have to convince a grown man to convince himself till he loves me. Love isn't confusion, nightlife, plus alcohol, plus chaos. If you still want the streets, the drinks, the attention, and the single energy, that's your choice. But access to me is serious. He said, you be hanging up on me all type of kid shit, bro. Like, I'm over all that. If you don't want to be around me, make me feel good, I'm straight. Don't gotta come around me. I said, you are literally my whole heart. I give everything up to have you as our family day to day. He said, you literally mean to me. Expect me to want to fix him or change. You don't know my love language. So then I start babying him. But then he said, all right, I'm gonna just move on with a new family, and don't try to come stop me either. Had a chance to get your family back.
Oh man.
And you played.
He is a master manipulator. So in the beginning, I said that hold on to something because it's gonna make sense later. If you ever watched a stream with Blueface and he's asked a question by anybody in his chat, he acts as if he does not talk to her. If you're here, hit the like button. It's a free way to support the show. Thank you in advance for that. It doesn't show me who you are. It just pushes the video out into the algorithm. Other ways to support the show, you can hype up the video after the video is over, or if you would like to donate to the platform, you can do so by through Cash App and Chime. But okay, so let's get back into it. So he's a master manipulator. So when he's asked a question by the people that is in his chat, he makes them believe that he doesn't want to be with her. If you heard him, he called her mid, her and his other child's mother. For the life of me, why she's still sleeping with him on the other side, that's on her. He's called her mid. The girl that he's with now, that's allegedly having his baby, he's like, I finally got a hot baby mama. That is all jabs that he is taking at Chrisean. So then he said something one day like, okay, we're focused on having a healthy baby, no drinking, no smoking, so the baby won't come out dumb. We all know that that is a jab at Chrisean. Chrisean was not smoking and drinking. These people, the people where she had a cup. They told you was no alcohol in the cup. People don't want to believe it. He does a lot. One day he had a conversation with that girl saying, oh, you know, we got to go to church and be a family and all this other stuff, and you got to believe in, you know, the Lord and all this other kind of stuff. And then one day then we probably can talk about marriage. He was doing all that talking to her. He was trying to get that message back to Chrisean. So now in this manipulating text, he says, I'm going to just make a new family, and don't you dare try to come and stop me. What he meant was he wanted her to come over there and try and stop him. So he's like a child. This is teenage behavior. Why people support him is beyond me. This is the reason why he got in the ring the other day and got his head knocked in between the washer and the dryer, because God is not pleased. And irregardless to whatever is going on with their child, I'm going to get to that when she gets to it, because nobody has proof about anything. But I want to respond about something that she says about her child, because people want to take it out of context, and I've already explained what she means and probably what she is thinking, the way anybody should be thinking about their children, regardless to whether their children have a disability or not, which she did not say he had a disability, but these blogs have chopped it up and put it out there that she did say he had a disability, which is a lie. You're going to listen to that part of the video in its full context so you can see how these blogs got that clip, how some of these YouTubers got that clip. There is one YouTuber definitely that I wish that Chrisean would change her way of thinking and sue him, because he's going to the extreme. He has a lot of followers. It is disgusting what he does on a daily basis, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day about her. telling fabricated lies, and the lies that he's telling, she's not even on live long enough for you to even see those things. And you were paying her siblings for information so she doesn't mess with them anymore. So if you're still paying them for information that they don't have any real proof about, you're basically just defaming who she is, bullying her child at this point, and they need to shut your channel down. Enough is enough. Leave this baby alone. And to add insult to injury, this YouTuber, most of his subscribers are African American women that he's grifting off of, and he doesn't even like. Even though he's African American, he doesn't like African American women. But y'all keep spending y'all money and sending him y'all money and go off to listen to these false narratives that he sits and puts together for a click of view and for you to grift on an hour to 2 hours of content that is absolutely false. And I wouldn't even dignify giving you the initials of his channel. He is disgusting. And he does not, when he looks in the mirror, not only does he not like himself, he does not like African American women either. So have at it. I just hope that one day God speaks to her and tells her, you know what? It's time to send this person, you know, a subpoena, or, you know, charges, whatever, to have him stop doing what he's doing. He's not funny. He ran out of content, and now she has been his content for almost a year and a half now. It's disgusting. It is disgusting.
I said, Blue, stop talking to me like that, please. You already was doing what you was doing. Nobody was trying to stop you.
He's something else.
He delusional. Now he's delusional. He been delusional. Shoot. But that's what it is. So then, boom. That was like February. It's March. So I kept being consistent with that type of vibe. Oh, that's not my baby. Good. Shit. I'm glad you making it easier for me to stay consistent with myself and my son. Like trying to have you as his dad, knowing you his dad. And then it's like you over here saying I'm only gonna be his dad if I can have you. Yeah. Well, baby, you can't have neither one of us. It's okay. And then it's like, go ahead and embarrass yourself in front of the whole world.
That puts it in way better context. Now seeing what he said. Because it's like,
yeah, that's why he said it.
Obviously you don't fuck with me, so fuck it.
No, because he booked
that's how he's out.
He booked the flight. I swear, he booked the flight. Y'all see it?
Don't show the number.
It's okay. You can book it. So there's no number. So I need him to know that these are receipts for real. He said, "What's up with you? You alright?" I put a broken heart because it's like, I'm going to be honest, because I don't have the energy to pretend. A part of me does want us to start over, but I've been doing real work with myself. But start over can't mean accepting more pain. You feel me? And then I go in on what's going on for real. And then I ended with, you don't gotta respond, just delete my number, cancel the flight, I'm not coming. He said, okay, cool. I was kind of nervous about it anyway. Doesn't feel genuine anyway. I'm good now. Need nothing to fuck up the emotion. Appreciate you communicating instead of showing up and being a problem. I said, stop texting, LOL. Like, he just...
Yeah.
But this is receipts. I'm not making none of this.
That is draining. And so you just booked the flight for her to come to you. And because she don't want to come to you on that type of time, I am so glad that I'm pretty sure she prayed on it. And I'm pretty sure that God was all in the mix. Because had she caught the flight out there, and have him manipulate her in person, would undo everything that God has done in her life. People don't understand that, and they won't get that. So when I said in the beginning I was going to bring this point up again, there was a time when she said she's not doing secular music anymore. She's going to do hood gospel. People are like, what is that? And so she had stayed away from him. He was still incarcerated. He was calling her like crazy because his whole thing, the way he keeps her close to him, is he has to keep his hooks into her. He has to remain constant in her ear. He has to keep telling her and selling her this fantasy about family, because he knows that that's the number one thing that she wants, and about being a father. But this deadbeat is not, he doesn't want to be, he's not interested in being a father if he can't have her and her goods that are in her pants, dress, if you will. So you don't want to be a father, you just want her. And so now, what people don't understand, what a lot of women don't understand, and this is something that you have to learn. This is something that I've always, just believed in myself, for myself. This is stuff that was taught to me as a young child. Not a young child, as I became a teenager, and then me, myself, my own morals and beliefs. You are sleeping with a man that is sleeping with, God knows who those women are on stream. A lot of times when he bring those women on stream, those different women on stream, you see, it's uneasy to watch. But he's setting them up to sleep with him. So and meanwhile, he's sleeping with I don't know how many women a day. He was bragging about sleeping with Jaden and sleeping with this child that's supposed to be pregnant with her, with his baby, on the same day. He had girls in rotation like a football or basketball roster. So imagine him sleeping with all of these people, and now I'm coming and sleeping with you. There's so many spirits. Is he even washing? We have saw days where he'll be live in his bedroom. He's live the next day with another girl. They the same sheets on the bed. What are we doing here? He's a demonic spirit, and if you let him touch you again, ain't no telling what you could get. He was already streaming, made a mistake, and showed his history of what he was researching, and it was how to get rid of the G word, the gonorrhea. That's what he was searching. Why would he be searching for cures to get rid of the gonorrhea? So yeah, you cannot. That's too many soul ties to have. You should never ever want to ever let him touch you again. I keep telling women every chance I get when I get up here on my soapbox about this issue. When I get up here and I keep soul ties are hard to break, and just because you have a child with somebody does not give them carte blanche to your box. This is the problem that women are having, and why women keep their children away from their fathers. Or it could be the other way around, because it happens in both, but the majority of these things happen when a woman has the custody and you're still sleeping with this guy, and all in your mind is mixed up. Emotions are all wrapped up in that type of activity, and now you're taking it out on the child. That's a biggest no. Having a child doesn't mean that you get to sleep with me for 18 years because we have a child together. But do you really care about your child? Do you really care about your child's mental? No, you don't. Because if you did, you would take all of that away for your child to be fed mentally and emotionally by both parents. There are just some things women cannot teach a child that is a man, or cannot teach a young lady. We can teach a young lady how to act or what to do, but that father figure steps in and just like, wait a minute, hold on. This is X, Y, and Z. My daughter is 18 years old. My daughter wants to go. She has the same friends. They've been friends since junior high school. Yeah, we're going to the mall. Guess what? Her father be right there in the mall with them, like 2-3 steps behind. All the parents know him. All of the parents know him. When she turned 18, her friends took her out to dinner. He right there. She called me like, can you say something to my father? He's over here. Can't believe I'm 18 and he's calling me a name that I don't want him to tell him what he called me. I said, I have nothing to do with that. That's you and his relationship. That's how I've always kept it. I'm not coming in the middle of your relationship with your father. Now, if he's doing something to you he's not supposed to, I'm gonna be right there. But I can't tell them this things that he has to learn as a father. He only has one biological child, and that's her. So there's certain things. He got himself into a jam. You told her something, you couldn't follow through with it, and now you mad because she's mad with you. Now you having her call me, hey, could you talk to her? She mad at me. Nope. Stand in it. All right. Let me know how it work out. That's how I've always been. My daughter's mental is worth anything. So I actually congratulate and respect Chrisean for putting up boundaries when it comes to her child, and when it comes to Blueface and his mother just want to use this baby as a check, or Blueface is just trying to use this situation to manipulate her to get her back into the sack. God help Jaden. God work on Jaden's mind. God give her the strength to break free from not only Blueface, from his mama, and God give her the wisdom to see that even though Blueface's mother is acting like she is standing behind you because you've been in his life since you were quote unquote 12 years old, she's using you to be close to Blue, to hear all the things that Blue is not telling her, because we all know he said it 1,000 times, he doesn't like Cuckoo. He disrespects her every chance he gets. And Papa Blue, I guess he done checked out, because I ain't seen him around in a minute. But that's a whole nother story. But Jaden is lost in the sauce with this mindset that she has the number one spot. Let me share something else for y'all that don't know. For all the people that get out here and jump out here for Jay and Alexis. She does not like African-American women. She does not like us. She'll twirl on the D, but she don't like black women. She has made very disparaging comments about it. She's already has said it out loud. She does not like black women. So for everybody that gets out here and wants to tear Chrisean down all the time and say this girl is a great mother, she's not a great mother. Why does Pinkface curse the way she does at 3 years old, but she can't use the bathroom? Does a mother get behind the wheel drunk and run into parked cars? Y'all keep saying that she's better than Chrisean is. Chrisean is just somebody that is learning. And we'll get to the part about Junior, not Junior, excuse me. She doesn't want to be called that anymore because that's not his name. His name is Chrisean Jesus. We'll get to that part when, and I'll say more about that part when we get to that part, the part where she talks about Chrisean Jesus and her way of thinking, because it disgusts me about all y'all women out here that just keep talking about y'all rock tards, y'all this, y'all always giving her an excuse. You're always giving her a way out. Did anybody give up on you? Did somebody give you a chance? Did you not need guidance at some point? Did you want to be better, but you backslid? Did you? This girl was making millions of dollars, regardless as to whether or not people want to believe it or not. She gave up everything to go back to square zero, trying to free herself from Blueface. Let that sink in. When she was making all of that money on Zeus, she was on the Blue Girls Club. Let me tell y'all something. She is the number one the highest paid person on Zeus whenever he brings her on Zeus. Let's be clear about that. You can see I guarantee you the women from Zeus was pissed off when they saw that she was there for one day in the reunion, and look at what the suite that he booked for her. And he not only had to book a suite for her, he had to book for her team as well. So y'all think about that. The next time, you get up, you're just talking and saying anything, and you're just ready to throw somebody out in the trash. It is ridiculous that people get online every day. In the morning, I don't think some of y'all even get out of bed. Y'all got the phone right there. Let me get up here and see if the blog's posted about Chrisean, so I can dive right in and say the same goddamn thing that you say every day. Oh, when you gonna address this? You drunk while the baby is like that, and all this other kind of stuff. Sick.
Like, these are messages that's real. Like,
it's just real muddy water. I recognize some of the manipulation, hadn't been in relationships myself.
You want to see the number to make sure it's him?
I believe you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I know that internet shit is out there, but I believe you.
Like, even with NLA Chopper or Blueface and Ryan, I was handling them like directly. Yeah. I wasn't going to the internet. Straight up, I was being a grown woman.
Let me ask you this. The people in your corner, because you do have a circle right now.
Oh, yeah, they hold me accountable. They don't want me doing and looking like that. And if I'm going to handle it.
Do they know that you're messaging him like this? And you say you do, like this, your circle, the people
Calvin,
that care about
yes. And he know everything. Like, I be trying.
How does he feel about it?
He like a counselor, like a good counsel of him and Pastor Mike. He just be like, stay focused. We on a mission. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Cause he could tell, like, my heart is so good, but it can't be good in the wrong place, or it's gonna get ruined. Yeah, it's gonna hurt even more. Then if you don't have stability mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I can't be there physically for my son. So he's just telling me to make it make sense. Make sure you own it. And I love that for myself, because on God, I come to the boxing gym and like, hey, let me holler at you real quick. Let me get this out before I
bring it in the ring.
Yeah.
And I can't focus.
He be like, you talk to your dad about it? He's not my real dad, but he's my spiritual dad. Pastor Maya, like, yeah, what'd he say? The same thing you saying? Mm-hmm. Okay, then, come on. Lock in. We good. And then it's like, cause like that flight, he booked a flight, and I told Calvin's like, well, look, you in camp, we focused. He can't come to you. We can't go after. Is it genuine? Yeah. What have he showed you to so you can know and be reassured that you're safe, emotionally, physically? Like, come on, Chrisean, you have to actually. So I'm just taking it all in. I already knew it all. When I heard it from another person, I can hear God too, talking through that person. So every time I do look at Coach Calvin or Pastor Mike, I look at them like prophets. I feel like they just messengers.
They help guide you.
Yeah.
But see, I like what he did there.
For real.
He didn't just try to tell you what you need to do. He said,
asked me.
Ask yourself.
He had me self-reflect.
Well, because now you could see it for yourself.
Yeah, and it made me think. Yeah. So he helping me think it through and stop making impulsive decisions through like what I want to do. And then it's like,
coach.
Yeah.
That's you just helped me realize like the dynamic of what makes somebody a great coach. Right, because it's not only what's going on. They when you're inside of the ring, that's something. But what are you taking with you inside of that ring? And they could help you clear that up.
Yeah, because
that makes you more powerful.
Yeah, because you have to have self-control.
Yeah,
like when you fighting, you can't get too excited, you can't get too nervous, but you have to be in control.
Gotta be there in the moment.
Yeah.
Now I want to help bring this back to control, out of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted to get into prior to any of that. You now have purpose. You're in camp. So talk to us what life is day to day.
Let's go.
Inside of that camp and how it feels. Like, walk us through a day of your journey.
So I wake
right
up
now.
at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Me and Chrisean, I play this little thing from Grace Oasis. It does this prayer in this scripture. It's like a meditation, but it's like he's talking, he's reading the word to you, but it's only for like 13 to 15 minutes. And I'm changing his diaper, wiping his face, brushing his teeth, and then we start, because he started moving around like he want to walk. So we do like exercises and things that we learned from the physical therapist. And so we do that like for like an hour. That's like 2 hours, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.
You heard what she said, the physical therapist, stuff that he learned from that they learned from the physical therapist. So I see it every day. Why is she not taking him to physical therapy? Even from people that work in the healthcare field that should not even be speaking that way. But, it's something about going into a chat and just saying some stuff that makes you feel, I just said something. So, what I said really matters because I'm going to stamp it because I'm in the healthcare field. Oh, I am a healthcare professional. That baby needs physical therapy. That baby also needs somebody to help with the speech. That baby also, I'm clear, I work in the health. Y'all don't know what she's getting. Y'all don't know what she's doing with her child. And that is just what it is. You don't know. She has a great team of support around her. Stop thinking that you know what's going on in this girl's life. Stop trying to project what you are feeling or what you could possibly be going through on to this young lady and her child. Stop it. Because you can't tell me half of the people that be in there talking the way they be talking, they're probably dealing with a child that has some ailments or illnesses of their own. So it's a lot of projection. What is your child doing at this time right now? Is your child somewhere eating glue? At least she has her child with her everywhere that she goes. Is your child somewhere sniffing fumes out of the hairspray can, or what? Where's your child at?
And then I might get a nap in or not. I might just keep going. I start reading, and then I start going through the list of things I need to take care of. And then I drive an hour and a half to Baltimore and be there at a certain time. And then after I work out, I go to the track, run 3 miles. And then after that, I either go to a track practice, that's my old track team I used to run for, and get speed endurance in. So then I made a schedule like, okay, Monday, 3 miles, Tuesday, 3 miles, Wednesday, speed endurance, Thursday, 3 miles, Friday, speed endurance, Saturday, sparring. But that's all just cardio. Yeah. I work out every day in the gym, boxing, hitting the pads every day, but I add another.
Get that road work.
Yeah, so it's a 2 a day, every day for me.
How difficult has this journey been? Because we've always known you as an athlete, right?
Yeah,
You've always
it's
had
like
that
my
athletic
nature.
background.
It's like it's.
How different has this journey been, especially with Coach Calvin?
It kind of reminded me it reminded me who I was before I lost who I was.
Yeah, all that cardio give you a perfect time to actually sort through your thoughts.
I don't even think when I'm running. I honestly be just listening to gospel.
That's good too.
And sounds. That's
good too.
Yeah, gospel. It's this one thing that calls Jesus is the Only Way by Kate Carrisher, but it's just a beat. Okay. It say little things.
Affirmations.
No, like if it say cuts it off. I don't know. I gotta just play it. Then I don't know. I just be saying stuff. And they say when that light hits the sky, that sign is a sign. it's a warning to them. Like, I don't know, it just be saying stuff.
Yeah.
He just like, it's this.
That's good though. It gets you in the zone so you could channel whatever you need to get done for that day. Start to wake up, shake out.
Yeah. But in different parts, it has like, it say something. It say either scripture or who God is.
We have a signal now for when I'm needed. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call.
I like this part.
It's a warning to them.
Because it's like, when you like,
I'm on my way.
when you like,
I'm on my way.
it's like when you with God, you get attacked, but it's like a reminder, like, they can't do nothing to you. Like,
Remember.
they should be scared. Yeah. It's cool. I like that song.
Because
but-
see, it affects you even now. I can only imagine when being on the track and you get that first sweat and the sun barely out just yet, to hear that and feel that, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be okay. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of empowers you a little bit.
So I just watch what I listen to, what I watch, who I'm around, to even pull this all off.
Wow. Do you fear that? And I hate to go back here, but do you feel at some point someone might try to sabotage your mental?
I mean, they're
leading up
trying
to the
now.
fight?
They're trying now, and I'm not folding.
Yeah.
You're strong. I want you to know that. Like, you really are. Like, you could see the strength. Like, I see your eyes water up. And
Like, 'cause I like that song,
I
I'm
see
trying
you
to
walk
Go.
through.
You gotta send me that.
Every time do you feel that, I still see you walk through. And you're clearly like the strength from the last time you were here. Because when you shed some tears, you couldn't even speak. You could see that strength building. Like, now you just walk through. That's dope. That's super dope. I'm proud of you for that too.
Thanks.
It takes time and effort.
How excited are you for this matchup? Is there a little
I feel like I'm
nervousness?
honored to have a matchup like this, to be set up to win. To be honest. And I like how, the opponent doesn't look easy, and
Not as easy as Tretch's daughter?
I'm just saying, I don't know anybody for real. But I'm saying, like, I'm gonna get my respect one way or another.
It's really gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you taking. How much time you got? When is it?
April 25th.
Okay.
I have to lose like 10 more pounds.
10 more.
I'm at Coach Calvin at 190. I'm at like 178.
Already.
Damn.
But that's good. Losing it progressive, naturally.
Nah, real shit though, because I'm going through it right now. I started training.
Oh, that's true.
So I think what it is, honestly, it's like when you get older, you don't, your metabolism, you're not really digesting the food correctly, so it stays there. I'm supposed to get a colon cleanse, and so it can help me burn more. Cause it's no, for real. You have like 15 to 20 pounds of waste just sitting in your stomach.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
If you're like
I'm
25
learning it
up to
now.
30 years old, to 25 to up to 30 years old, that's when like everything start working slower, not really working right. But like if you get a colon cleanse and then get the waste out of you and then have a healthy diet on top of your training,
That's right.
you'll burn your fat correctly, like how you
Visceral
burn when
fat.
you were a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm 40. I started training. The reason I was talking about the weight, because
Get a colon
man, I'm
cleanse.
just
I'm
getting
getting mine.
my
I ain't get
ass
mine
whipped
yet.
in there. I'm just sweating bricks.
Yeah.
I'm dying at the end every time. I'm
How
like,
are you
man,
eating?
I eat good. I eat good. 'Cause
No bread,
Good or clean?
rice,
I eat very clean. Just a little bit of rice.
no rice.
No rice. I gotta
Yeah,
cut
too much
rice out
starch.
completely.
Yeah, no cheese.
Sweet potatoes, all that.
Yeah, no,
No fried
I'm
food.
decent. But I'm pretty good because my girl is really fit, so she's always cooking really fit meals. So like most people see me and they're like, "You gonna eat that?" You know, when somebody else brings food around, I'm like, "Nah, not me, man. I can't do that." And then
Yeah,
I got
just
my
stop
kids,
it.
so
Yeah,
sometimes
just
I
stop
cheat.
it.
You know, like I just ate a a Starbucks.
You gonna start aging
banana
backwards?
bread.
I mean, you still look good.
Yeah, for 40, I'm doing pretty good for 40.
Yeah, 40 is crazy. That's good that you look like that.
Yeah.
You look like YN, don't he?
Listen, you gotta keep moving. People get older and they stop moving. Stagnation,
That's
man.
crazy.
Listen, you gotta keep moving. Don't matter what it is. Some people do Tai Chi in the park. It's non-abrasive. You don't gotta run a million miles.
Quinoa, not rice.
Good.
Quinoa? Oh, yeah, I do actually.
Whole grains, minerals.
Yeah, replace that with rice. Don't eat the rice. Too much starch.
You know what I like too about you in this recent training journey / camp? I saw you got to bring your son in the boxing room. And so now he's in there, and you can see him, and he can see you, and it's all,
Coach will hold him up while I'm running, and he'll trip out like, while I'm dying.
I'm sure.
But I'll press through.
I imagine you might start to feel a little tired, and you look over, and it's like, oh no, I got a couple rounds. We here.
Yeah, it makes me emotional though.
I'm sure.
Is he gonna be at your fight?
Of course, he has to be.
Okay.
That's super dope. Yeah, what I was mentioning with Tretch's daughter, I don't know if you know that, she called you out.
Who is that?
She's the girl that just got her clock cleaned in the boxing ring. She got knocked out cold.
For real?
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, she looked like she got hit by a tank.
Show me a video.
Poor girl.
Gladly.
Yeah, maybe not.
Nah, but I know that is going to start happening a lot. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to call you out. The same thing that you
that's why I got my tags turned off. I only see what I want to see.
Okay. But you know that shit is all over the internet. So even if you have the tags turned off, it has to be difficult to not see certain things.
Explain it. So she called me out. Oh, I saw it on Shade Room. Is it the one that? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a couple people that was on Shade Room.
Yeah,
What she look like? She white?
No.
Oh, that girl with no hair.
You down with OPP?
Oh, that's it?
That's her pops.
Who's that?
Tretch.
He's
Naughty by nature.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I'm born in 2000. I don't know these people.
But I feel like that is going to happen a lot. There is going to be a lot of call outs. As you see in your normal life, there's going to be a Chrisean mention every day.
Who she fight?
She fought somebody I don't pay much attention to, but I did see the video. It was viral all over the place. She fought somebody and it did not go well. It didn't go well.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see it. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Dang.
But that's gonna keep happening though, because that's just how fighting works. Win or lose, somebody's gonna want a shot at the Chrisean Rock. So that's
No, you know what it is? I have a career that's thriving and that's
you're a name.
Yeah, and you know, people just be trying to use me to give them back their old career or revamp it.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? She probably needed it. But, you know, the person that I'm going up against, she's humble.
Yeah.
And she was picked by the coaches. So
In preparation for that fight, do you think of all the other people or do you focus on her? Because some people might say, oh, I see such and such face when I'm punching this person. And other people will focus on just the fight at hand. Are you using any of that to kind of focus on?
Oh yeah, so I'm not really. All I'm thinking about is that jab, right hook. Then I gotta listen to what he said on the sideline.
Yeah,
right, that's right.
On top of them screaming.
Make sure you don't. Make sure you don't smack that camera up.
My bad.
That chain is heavy.
But yeah.
No, I with the right coaching, I don't think, you know what I mean. Like obviously your mindset is going to be set right. You got the right coaching. And I think it's amazing that you're doing this.
So I want to get to the part where she starts talking about Junior and NLE Chopper, because this is the part where this is where you know, people hold on, let me see if it's here, because she Hold on, let me see if it's around here. I really want to get. So yeah, let me get to that part because let me just see something here. So let me see. That's not it. So yeah, not that. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. So let me. Hopefully, I can get to that part because I want to. Let me just see. That's not it. Um, let me see. Where is it? Okay, I think it's around here. So I see her holding the phone. I want to get. Hold on. Let me see. That's not even it. But yeah, I want to get to. Because yeah, this is what I'm seeing all over the vlogs, and I'm just like, are y'all serious? Like, that's not what that. Nah, that's not it. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. All right, so that's not it. Hold on.
Play is
What is she talks about? Did I pass it already? Because I'm not signing off until we listen to this. Because yeah. Hold on. I don't know if I passed it or not. All right, so no, we didn't. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this clip. So yeah, I think we did that already. Yeah. Let me see. No, that's not it. Where is it? I'm telling you, I'm not. And I don't want to just go pull up a clip to bring it to anybody else. Like, yeah, I want to make sure I get it from here. All right, this might be it. Oh no, that's not it. I think. Yeah, this is not. She's choked up here, and they are. She's just speaking life into her right here. But she explains. So. Mm. Oh yeah, so she's talking about. Yeah, oh my goodness. So, because I, one of the main reasons why, but I just don't. Yeah. So, uh, all right, that's not it. Where is this? Maybe I skipped. I think during the skipped through in the beginning. I think I gotta go back.
Uh-huh.
Hold on a minute. I think it's back here in the part where I skipped past with Ryan Garcia. And I said I am gonna. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, I skipped right past it. It was with. All right, so I think.
Can
Oh, no.
so, so, I-
All right, so here it is, y'all. Okay, so this is right here. This is about. Hold on, because it's right. Okay, here it is. Yeah. So I found this, y'all, because I this is what I wanted to listen to, so we can hear it. I'm going to play it in its full context. And if you're in here and you're watching, I need you to put your listening ears on and don't listen to react. Listen to everything that she's saying here. And then you're going to see when you go to Instagram or wherever else you are, TikTok, where they clip stuff up, you're going to see that it was not played in its full content text, and they clipped it up, and that's how they're presenting it. So here it is.
so now let's just clear all these boys out because they just act like boys. But all right, whatever. He get into it with my baby father. I don't know, whatever. He just starts speaking like foul about my son. Like right. It's so crazy. I still don't know what he really said for real because I don't play it. I can't hear stuff like I'm gonna really get mad. So this the difference. This is so December 23rd. I still was struggling how to deal with people. February 3rd, my response is way different. But same trauma, same pain.
Same
it's like different test. Like same test though, different person.
Yeah.
So he said crazy. I don't know what he said for real. I just read a caption on Shade Room. Do you know what he said?
I don't.
Good. It's cool because I don't know what he said, but they know what he said. But all I read was the caption and it just made me mad for real. So I texted him. This was at February 3rd, 10:58 p.m. I said, speaking negatively over a child is serious in God's eyes. Scripture tells us life and death is over our tongue, the power of the tongue. And I won't allow harmful words to be spoken over my son. I said, if there's an issue with Blue, bring it to him, but please remove my child from your speech and keep him covered, not cursed. You have a platform. You're being careless with it. Do you have to spread hate because you think it's a way to sell a brand? I've been there before. I know what it is. Rethink that. Watch how that very comment will cost you everything. Be careful on speaking about children and people that's literally covered by Jesus. And honestly, I hope you have the same energy when my son is thriving and doing everything he's learning to do. People like you don't know better, so I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed in a way. And I pray God heals you from the things you don't talk about. And that one day you'll walk in the version that God created in heaven and not the version you created from the environment of being in this industry. I dare you, and I put a heart. I said, I dare you for the rest of the year Just follow God on out of love, not out of obligation or in secret, but for your freedom. You actually really loved by God, just not walking in the purpose He established for you already. So that was February 3rd. Those are two different.
Big difference.
Yeah.
That's the two different, bro. Because I've been fasting, I've been praying, and then I've been around the right people, and I've been hitting that bag.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So like,
All the things you just said is
yeah, but I wish I had that same response for Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It went from
Because-
you got a little dick to
Seek the
walk
Lord.
with
Seek
God.
the- yeah.
No, for real.
Nah, tremendous growth. Tremendous. And we could see it.
But from December 23rd to February, like, I don't know, it's just
That is the difference of having the right
because
people
when
in
I
your
start
corner.
seeing certain things happen to me, I just Holy Spirit was just like,
What we doing?
hiding me. Like, what are you doing? Like, you gotta make that switch.
Yeah.
And reason why we have to make these switches because due to our reaction, that could be our delay. So like, it's all about how you react. It's all about how you say things, and you could still pierce somebody's heart with wisdom. So I tried it. He hearted it when I said, I dare you for the rest of the year. The part when I talked about you really loved by God part. Then like February 26th, he finally hit me up. I don't care if he hit me. I just need to hear him. And I'm not going to screenshot and put on my story and say, I checked you. I didn't. I reached out. For real. So he said, I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely apologize. My words was cruel and I've been on my mind every day. I love you. I appreciate your strength. I appreciate your courage. I admire your new walk. I'm effing proud of you, Chrisean, I swear.
He wasn't feeling that. That sound. Because his response also sounds like he got
hold on.
I might be missing context.
And if it's anything I can do to help, I'm here. The part that really messed me, okay, maybe it's like I be reading between the lines. Like, I appreciate your strength. I appreciate your courage. I don't know. Like, it sounds like pity. Like he want me to feel like he feels sorry for me.
But he said it's been on his mind ever since, and the amount of time it took him for him to jump back
Okay,
and then
you might be
respond.
right.
And
You might be
then
right.
let's be transparent here too.
But it's
We're
like,
talking about
okay,
a
but he
young
won't-
kid that
But he-
was thrust into superstardom that does, like Kato mentioned,
Okay.
enjoy the clout and the entertainment of things.
Okay,
and
then I let
prone
that
to
go.
mistakes as
I let
well.
it go. I let it go. That's why I'm reading it out loud because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know these people from a can of paint.
Real.
They just really just playing with my algorithm for real, and they misusing it and abusing it, and then verbally abusing it, and it's just like.
Well, the number one
I don't
thing is
want
it's a
box at
major,
this point. I don't even
major
wanna
violation to talk about your son. It's a major violation to talk about anyone's children. We always speak on that. And when that type of a situation happens, it is perfectly normal for you to be distant with the response. It's like,
Because he could have just
because
hit
you
me
feel
up
this-
that night.
Exactly.
Like when he seen it and liked it, hearted it, he could have just responded that night. It took for me to like go viral a few times for him to see me on his timeline and reach out. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't really care. But then they say this for real because he take accountability and then he start bringing my baby dad up, but it had nothing to do with. You shouldn't allow another man to control what comes out your mouth.
Absolutely.
Like, it's just like, and then it's like, you don't even know what's going on. So like, all right, boom, let me just get to it. He said, and if it's anything I could do to help, I'm here. The part that really messed with me is that Blueface doesn't seem active in the child's life because of his disability. Hold on. I feel like that's what triggered me and my anger overpowered my message. I didn't get to deliver any way, shape, or right, and I apologize to you. It didn't deserve my words, and the grace you showed me spoke volumes to the season of your life you're in the right now, and I'm here to support and congratulate you overly. So I said my son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he.
Right,
but it's like,
don't tell me.
I ain't say none of that. Watch your mouth. And then I said, As far for his father, co-parenting decisions are personal. I chose peace and safety over dysfunction. I appreciate you reaching out. I just don't do drama no more. So then he said, thank you for the correction. Just wanted to send you sincere apology. Okay. But why we got to talk about the next? Like, let's just talk about what you just said. Like, I get what you're saying about Blueface or whatever.
Yeah.
But he dealing with his own demons.
Right.
And you dealing with
Absolutely, yeah.
yours. And I don't really like, it's like, I'm not finna gossip about another nigga to another nigga.
Also true. But I
so
like what he said though. He said, you know what? Thank you for the correction. Because he could have been like, well, shit, my bad, damn. And then now y'all both
No. It's just like, you know, like I don't.
just don't.
All right.
It's not even.
That's it in this context. I wanted to get to that, right? And she is 100% right. You apologize. You're saying what you're saying, but at the same time, you're jumping out the window just saying that my child has a disability, right? She's reading what NLE Chopper said to her. And that is where the blogs clipped it and said, we've been saying this all the time, like the people in the comments, we've been saying this all the time. He has a disability. She just admitted it. No, she did not. She was reading what NLE Chopper sent to her, and that's what he said. And that's why she kept saying before she got to that part, because she still felt like NLE Chopper was taking shots by saying that her child had a disability that nobody told him that her child had. So she said after that, now that we listened in context, my child does not have a disability, watch your mouth. And whatever else she said, and then he responded with, thank you for that correction. Listen, let me tell you something. Regardless as to whether or not her child has a disability or not, we don't know. We are not doctors. There is a video out there of her going live in when she brought her son to be checked, and everybody knows that because she said it publicly, because she had to defend herself because of Blueface's ignorance. So her child was born with a hernia, and Blueface posted that online, which was totally out of line. If it's a charge to repost revenge corn, corn on the cob, as an adult, what does it say about a child? You're sharing a child's private parts. So the thing was, she decided, her and the doctor, not to get her son circumcised when he was born because of the hernia that he had. They didn't want to do the surgery for the hernia at that time. So she discussed it with the doctor, and she only wanted her son to be cut one time. So they said when she brought him back for that surgery, they would do the other one. Understandable. Her thinking that her child's father, she's sharing information with him because he chose not to come where she was, because he was with Jaden in Miami, Florida. She's sharing updates with him. He's a clout chaser, and what does he do? He puts her child's private parts online for the world to see. I've never watched it. I don't want to see it. I never want to see it. It's not something that I will gain, satisfaction from. I've seen a lot of people that was disgusted by it. And then, of course, you have the people that hate her. For whatever reason that you hate her and use that against her, could she stop her child from being born with a hernia? You gotta make it make sense. Like, people are crazy. But what she did, you didn't give her props for saying, look, I don't want my child to be cut twice. Can we wait until you do the hernia, remove the hernia to do the circumcision? And the doctor said, yes, it makes perfect sense to me. It made perfect sense to the doctor. That's something that she has never been able to get over as it relates to Blueface. So I never saw this thing working out anyway, because that's the first thing that comes to her mind whenever she is even talking to him, talking to him or was talking to him or whatever. It was wrong. He never taken accountability for that. And so she said, my son doesn't have a disability. He is, progressing at his own pace. And that's that. So she felt like it was a jab. She has every right to feel that way because he didn't have to respond that way. So you were trying to say something. Here's the thing. If I had a child, and that's just me, and you have a lot of adults out there in the world that have children that do have something wrong with them or have a disability, I'm not going to say that that's something wrong with them, because then what I'm about to say wouldn't make sense. But anyway, that may have a disability or something, and they don't see anything wrong with their children, because in God's eyes, all children are perfect. And that should be the same thing that should, and that's just me talking. That's the way parents should feel about their children, regardless as to what's going on with them. A child is perfect in my eyes, and I don't see anything wrong with my child. I don't understand what people don't get about that. I don't understand why you are dragging her through the internet about that. But first of all, let me say it over again. She never said that her child had a disability. Never said it. She read what NLE Chopper said. She read it. That's what he wrote. She told him that her child doesn't have a disability. So people are like, she's living in denial and da 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 da. Listen. That's her child. She don't see anything wrong with him. He is perfect in her eyes. Whatever, he needs, she's getting it done. She doesn't need to go to a therapist and go live to show you that she's taking her child to a therapist. So what? She brought the world into her world and had the child online. So what? She's already, if you listen to Yahweh, she's already, talked about that. And she brought her child to the internet. So she's receiving the backlash from people that are on the internet. I'm simply saying that y'all may see something that's wrong with my child. I don't see anything wrong with my child. He's perfect. Even if my child has a disability, I don't see anything wrong with my child. He doesn't have a disability. That doesn't mean that she doesn't know in her mind, she's trying to psych her mind that he doesn't have a disability. In her eyes, he's perfect. There's nothing wrong with him. And there's been nothing to prove that. So she did ask a doctor on live. She asked the doctor, is there anything wrong with my son? The doctor said no. She didn't pause the video. She didn't stop the video, go off and say something to the doctor. It was the doctor and the nurse in the room. They said no. She said, if anything was wrong with my child, you guys would tell me. They said, we did the testing when he was born. If anything was wrong with him, we would have told you that already. We don't see like anything that's wrong with the child. So now she's listening to what the doctor is saying, and that's what the doctor said. She was on live. It's all out here on the internet. You go search it up, or whatever, or you can go over to that girl Henny. I believe that she pulled up all this evidence in her video, She's a great content creator, and she makes videos, and she pulls up the evidence to show, because she has recorded most of this stuff, and she has most of these videos already stored. So she's a great content creator that will pull videos from a while back. I post about Chrisean, but not like that. And I used to have a bunch of videos that I've deleted at some point. But she's the doctor said no, so she's believing what the doctor said in that case. So for this now, she's going to a therapist. Is she going to believe them if something is wrong with him now, and the doctors told her no? There's also, we should remember that Blue Feces kidnapped this child one day with no car seat at 4:30 in the morning, had this child laying in a chair while he was speeding in a Bentley and crashed said Bentley. I don't know whatever happened to a case, who they got on payroll. They got somebody on payroll, because this is the second case where him or his people are connected to having an accident and everything is just quiet. So on this night, he crashed this Bentley. Child is in the front seat with no car seat. That's a lot to be doing for a child that's not yours. And what did he do? He got out, I guess, called whoever he needed to call to come get this car. Let's clean this mess up because I need to get away from here. And he called an Uber. And that video is on live here as well. And so Marsh hops in the car and wouldn't get out the car because Chrisean was on the phone saying, do not let him take my baby inside his house. I'm on the way. She showed on the dash she was going 116 miles per hour. It was very scary to watch in real freaking time. Very scary to watch in real time. He had that baby out there, no coat, no jacket, no sweater, just a onesie on, no shoes. No, that baby was in his bed with his in his own bed, and the baby was in the house with his godmother, who is Marsh, and that's why Marsh got in a car with him. But this dummy gets on live, higher than a kite. This was pre his jail time. My baby was home. No babysitter or nothing. No parent, no nothing. No, your child was home with his godmother. He was in his bed where there's heat. And so you broke into the house and took the baby. That's not yours, according to you. But there was an accident that night that went away. Nothing, no mention of this Bentley being crashed. And he's just, going about his way scot-free. So, of course, things look one way because you don't hear anything else about it. Nobody ever talks about it. So they're in somebody's pocket, deep in their pockets, out that way. Because I'm like, okay, so what happened to the car? Like, he crashed the car. He had to get an Uber because he crashed the car into a pole with this baby in no car seat. So yeah, when y'all people talk about something that some people just jump on the bandwagon and just want to talk about what they want to talk about. They want to forget everything else that happened and everything that this guy did to his own flesh and blood. And now, only because she does not want to sleep with him, now it's not his son again. How many times have we been through this with him? The DNA test that they took was real. And the mother, let's get to his mother with her. First of all, she didn't have no amniocentesis. She did not. she had a blood test. They drew blood from her and from Blue, and they did a DNA test prior to the baby even being born. These people keep saying that they called and they said that the test numbers didn't match. They're not even giving you that type of information. It's against HIPAA. It's against the law. Those people said that at the time that the call was made, they were not even opened. That has already been debunked. The test that they gave them was he's 99.9% cannot be excluded as the father. That is the language that they use for a DNA test. The tests don't say, oh, you're 99.9% the father. They either said that there's a 99.9% chance that this person is excluded from being the father, which means this ain't his baby. Or it says there's a 99.9% chance that the person that took this test cannot be excluded as the father, meaning 99.9% he is that baby's father. They already know this. But these people don't care about anything. They don't care about the person that they're dragging through the mud that lost his life. You don't care about his family, that you are ripping the scab off for old wounds as it relates to that young man's family. So that young man's family has sent them a cease and desist over the internet, basically saying that they're going to sue Blue Feces and his family and whoever else is putting this nonsense out here. That is not their, the baby is not, their brothers, because the sister that came out and, put this out here, and then somebody else in his family put it out here as well. And they told them to take it down. They need to make a statement that it was false or else. Now, here's the thing. Blue Feces is already over $20 million in debt. You already owe Soldier Boy's baby mother $100 and something thousand for the same exact thing. And you being a narcissist, you seem to think because whoever's pockets that you in California, it doesn't work when it comes to this defamation stuff that people are suing you for. And so I take it, I don't even really look at his page. When I tell you I see clips through other people, I don't go to his page to watch Nathan. I don't give him a click or a view or anything. I don't give his momster a click or a view. Nothing. I don't give Jaden Alexis a click or a view. None of that. Now, somebody put out clips, so I might watch it from, somebody else's page just to see what they, what they're saying, what's going on. But I'm not clicking anything. They're not getting a click and a view from me. It is disgusting. And the reason why she's going through, the majority of what she's going through online is because of Blue Feces. And when he was arrested, Carcuckoo, his momster, kept it going. She just said before she started these rants that she's on now, Chrisean has moved on with her life. We're no longer going to be talking about her over here because she's out of our lives. And, we're proud of her. God dagging, if it wasn't the next day you wasn't over there saying some god daggone mess about this girl and been going every freaking since. Got the nerve to be calling somebody a Hagar. You a whole grown ass woman that put your naked booty cheeks on the internet and want us to believe that you meant to send this picture to your husband, but you posted it on Instagram instead. Do you know how dumb we have to be to believe that? You don't just post a photo to Instagram. There's several screens you got to go through before you make a post on Instagram. You in a public bathroom taking pictures through a mirror behind ashy as I don't know what. But you on here talking about you speaking to young women. You wouldn't be able to speak to my female dog and tell my female dog what to do. because you're not a woman yourself. You're a whole garden tool. Supposed to be married. Where's your freaking husband? She needs to be banned from the internet altogether. But those are just my thoughts. I'm going to just leave it there. If you want to see watch the full interview, head on over to the Danza Project. The link is in the description in my bio. Going over there, like I said, sub up to the Danza Project. They do a lot of great interviews. They have a lot of great things that are going on, and I fully do support them. So you can support them as well by just subbing to their channel, hitting like button, watching some of their interviews. I think that they do great, and I love the way they interview Chrisean with grace, with dignity, treating her like she is a person, and not just somebody that is about numbers. As they stated, they do have a friendship that they, behind the scenes, they talk as, things progress. And so there you have it. I just wanted to make sure that I got to the part with NLE Chopper, and hear what was said in full context, and not just clipping up what people want to clip up and put out here to make it seem like, oh no, she said, she finally admitted it, we were right. If it does come out that her son has a disability, still not any of our business either freaking way. Go get a life of your own and stop following her if you don't like her. I don't follow people that I don't like. I don't consume people's content that I don't like. I don't know. That's just me. It's something that is just personal to me. Because what am I going to get out of watching your content? I don't even like you. That's just who I am as a person. That's who I am as a Pisces. I don't like you. I don't like you. Friend, family, or foe. I think people in my family can tell you better. Oh yeah, we blood related. She cut me off. I'm on the block list, must be, because I can't see nothing of hers. Oh, do she have a public profile? Maybe she ain't blocked me from there. But I have private pages. If you my family, I don't mess with you. Yeah, you can't even view the private pages that I have. Probably about 40 people on my private page. I don't like you, so you're not getting. Yeah, I see the friend requests. What do you think? I don't care who you are. Blood sometimes is worse than people that are not blood. I don't know. It's just I've never been phony. Never. I don't like it. So that's who I am. Anyhow, thank you for rocking out with me. I'm going to end the show the way I normally end it. That was a long one. By bringing awareness that men get breast cancer too. Because of the stigma surrounding the word breast, we have changed the word to pec and or chest cancer on the Survivor Speaks channel. I'm going to continue to bring awareness that men get breast cancer too. And to all of my ladies, please make sure that you're getting your mammograms, filling on your boobies to make sure that you are all right? And don't you dare let anyone come into your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. If you're watching on the replay, please hit the like button, the subscribe button. If you're leaving a comment, you probably won't see it right away because I am going to turn off all the comments so that I can so that I will be able to go to the comments and make sure that there is no negative comments being put under this video, because I know that's how some of these people work. They wait until the video is over and right away they go to putting comments under the video because they think that no one is watching. So I'm going to turn the comments off. You'll be able to leave a comment, but you won't see it until I approve it. So anyway, I'm Survivor Speaks. I'll see you guys in the next video, live video, or in the premiere where I will be in the comments. Thank you. Big shout out to my mods that were in the chat, and shout out to the people that are watching over on X. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Peace.
If you have made it to the end of the video, you are the real MVP. So don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.